Yo, what's up, boys? Mr. Quan here. Today's Valentine's Day. I felt I ought to make a video about it. For some reason, my laptop camera looks like absolute dog shit right now. I don't know why, but we'll try and crank this video out regardless. So, a lot of you were wondering, you're gonna go, Dennis DeQuan, you are iconic in the aspect that you do not get your tip wet. That's correct. Until now. Yeah. Changed it for you. This is my Valentine. This is an artist rendition of him. I had to crop the image a bit. But this is not it. This is my man Dragonite. You guys know Dragonite. This dude used to be the fucking king of expanded format. It was so fucking cool. You had him and ADP, and this dude could hit for 300 damage really easily. And then they printed the fucking dumbass other shit to make it really hard to actually one-shot shit, because that's what the whole deck did, was a fucking one-shot and stuff. Now you can't do that no more, because they're releasing cards with more than 300 fucking HP. It's bullshit. But I digress. Yes, that's Dragonite. You know, you could see him in another video. It could be pretty neat. But, yeah. This is my Valentine. Like I was saying, this is the artist rendition of him. Ta-da. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. We got it so it ain't super bright. There we go. There he is. And, yeah, it's pretty neat. We're going to leave that in because it's funny. But, you know, it started off, we're gonna tell some tales of what the villain of Route 36 was up to. How about that for Valentine's Day? We're gonna talk about my numerous horrendous fumbles. Some of you may be like, oh, that's you might be, are you gonna be a creepo? I don't know, man. Shit, you think I will be a damn creepo? That's what. Think about that, bitch. Yeah, so me being a supervillain, you know, it has its perks, as someone say. Now I have this image here, right? This image. This is essentially me, right? The chase women at night. This right here. Yeah, this right here. This one. That was me from when I was approximately 8 years old to the time that I was 15. This one, the middle, the no bitches, that's me now. I'm just joking. That's me from age 16 up to me a week ago. And then this is me now. The she let me hit because I'm goofy, but because I'm a connoisseur of both, well, not both, because I'm a connoisseur of all aspects of gendered people, you know, be they a dude, a woman, a non-binary, you know, any of that shit, any of the shit that's like outside of the binary, you know, any of that shit. I'm all for that. So, That's why I say they let me hit because I'm goofy, because it's I enjoy more than just whammons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get into it. So this was, yeah. So there was an incident. You're gonna like this one. So there's this girl, right, and this is what I would do. I would and this is not the villain of Route 36. Right, this was before I became the villain of Route 36. Before, like, I was in control over my abilities, right? And what happened was I there was this girl, and I was very into this girl, and you see, what I did was I pretended to be half human, half Enderman from Minecraft. Say, what, dude? Look how cool I am. I'm so fucking cool. I'm literally half Enderman. And she's like, okay, whatever. Leave me alone now. And then I didn't. And then I said, oh shit, I got another idea. So what I did was I got off the school bus and I got on all fours and started running as fast as I could and howling. I said, look at me, I'm a werewolf type character. Guess who was not a werewolf type character? That's right, it was your boy. I was not. Instead, I was in fact what they call a were-tard. Except I was in my tard form at all times. There was no requirement to me transforming. I just always was. You know what I'm saying? That was me. And then later on, I I'm talking to somebody else, and what I do is I'm like, oh shit, I got an idea. I have an idea. So what I did was I said that this random girl, this is like 2 years later, right? I was like, well, I'm gonna be I'm gonna, I'm gonna say that she's my girlfriend, but she doesn't even really know who I am. So that's what I did. I did that, and everybody made fun of me, and they said, wow, look at this dude. He's so fucking stupid. Look at this guy. And everyone made fun of me. I wonder why. Truly. I wonder. I wonder why you'd have this kid who has an unhealthy obsession with one person. I wonder why. And then this same year, I got a book, like a little art book that was like, here, you can draw manga characters like this. And so I drew a badass manga character guy, and it was, they had these like themed days where like you could wear this color or whatever, and you could do this or that, you know. And so what I did was I wrote out a whole letter with the badass character, and I was like, yo, bitch, sit at my, let me sit at your fucking, lunch table. Sit at my lunch table, bitch. That's what it said, basically. And yeah, it didn't work. So what I did was I just sat next to her anyway and probably creeped her the fuck out. But she decided, because I was a little retarded kid, that maybe that was a good idea to just not say anything, because she could get in trouble for, telling me to go away. Because obviously I would take it wrong and flip out. Because I didn't realize until like 5 years later, like 5 or 6 years later, that in fact it was me. I was the problem, actually. It wasn't them. It wasn't anybody else. I was the problem. Picture in your mind an incel. That's right. We're going there. I was an incel. But I'm not anymore. I used to be a piece of shit. You know how funny it is to have a 10-year-old be an incel? You know how funny that is? Yeah, I think it's pretty goofy. Having a little fucking 10-year-old running around going, what the, I hate the Chads and the Stacys only want to get with the Chads. Obviously, we didn't have these terms back then. Because this was like, shit, this was like 2014. So these words hadn't entered my vernacular yet. But I was like, oh, these girls, they only want to get with the mean guys. And they don't want to give a nice guy like me a chance. Yeah, so that's what I was doing. She was obviously, a normal person and was, getting into, like, relationships with other people. Because that's the thing, bro. You're like 10 years old. Ain't nobody taking that shit seriously. Not me, I did. I took it fucking seriously. And, yeah. So I flipped out every time somebody was like, oh, she has a boyfriend or whatever. Flipped out. Go home crying. Violent crying. Because I can't get my dick wet. That's what happened. I didn't even know what sex was, actually, so I didn't know that. I lusted after her in a obsessive manner. That's what I did. Now, imagine, if you will, this goes on for 2 more years of me being a stupid little incel bitch and me trying to interact with this girl. She's being clearly creeped out by me. It just keeps going like this. That's how it was. That's how it was. And yeah, it's pretty shitty. I'm not gonna get into the last incident. But to kind of make it short, I pursued her one final time and she agreed to, like, go to the fucking, do a thing with me, right? Not fucking or nothing. She was like, oh, I'll go with you to this thing. Yeah, they didn't like that. So, a whole incident happened. And, yeah, so I never saw them again. But obviously that was for the better because that would mean that the fucking Creepo show is finally gone. So that's good. Now you may think to yourself, did you do it again to somebody else? You'd be correct. Yeah. So I did it again. I didn't like do any creepo shit, I don't believe. Yeah, no creepo shit. But still obsessed over it. And I would crash out over people getting boyfriends. It was so fucking retarded, bro. I tell you what. It was embarrassing. I should have been embarrassed, man. But I wasn't. That's how it goes. Well, this is one of those. That's what I say. And we cut to another incident. This one, I didn't do nothing, right? I didn't do no creepo shit. But I was 16, and there was this babe. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god, she's really hot. That's what I did. That's what I said. She was into deathcore and shit, like I was at the time. That was pretty much all I knew. Yeah. So this was when I was in the phase where I realized that, in fact, the problem in all of the incidents beforehand was me, and the other people didn't do nothing wrong. It was all me. So that's just what happened there. Was we did that, and yeah, so did that. We cut to year after that, and I actually get to talk to her now. She's super neat. Now, granted, I don't listen to too much deathcore no more because I realized that she was like, I mean, not all of it, but the shit I was listening to is kind of super gay. That's it. You know, there was some stuff. You know, like I hadn't discovered, I hadn't found like some other stuff. You gotta keep in mind, man, they didn't have shit like Psycho Frame back then. They just did. They didn't have cool shit in 2021. They didn't. That's not true. They had a couple good things. You know, they had Impuritan. The Impuritan self-titled is fucking awesome. They didn't have that. I didn't know that they had it. I didn't know that it existed. Because when I went to the deathcore store, they didn't have any of that shit. They had one Ingested album, which, you know, I can't lie, they're pretty neat. I was kind of cooking with that. And then I genuinely can't remember any of the other shit that I listened to back then. I can't. But I think it was all bad. But yeah, after like graduated and shit, you know, went on my path to become the villain of Route 36. I end up I end up meeting up with this girl again, and I you know, I couldn't contain myself. I was fucking fiending. I was fiending for some crazy alt girl baddies, you know? That's what I was doing. And, well, didn't work, that's what I'll say. Um, never actually spoke my mind. But it turned out that she was into me as well. And it didn't click. I was too stupid to realize that. So the one time I could have had something good going for me, I didn't notice. Such is the life of an autistic supervillain. That's what happened. And she kind of fell off the face of the earth. Um, really sucks. Wish that talk to her again, maybe. Maybe. I mean, I don't think I want anything like that, but I mean, if I do, I do. Shit. Shit, man. Fuck, man. Come on, man. Come on now, Jack. That's what I think. There was another. Now this one's real quick. Yeah, I was super fucking fiending for this one girl really bad, and she wanted nothing to do with me again. This sounds like a similar situation to you. That's because it was. I was always trying to look cool around her. That didn't work because I was fucking retarded. And that's just how it goes. Yeah. But it is what it is. I've become a not as big piece of shit anymore that knows that being a creepo is bad. And I've completely moved past that stage of me not understanding how people work. Yeah, this was my Valentine's Day video. You know, I decided it'd be fun to go over some stupid shit that I did in the pursuit of love. I hope you liked it. So yeah, you don't. I'm not gonna do no call to action or whatever. Don't like. Do whatever you feel like on this video. I'll talk to you later. So there we go. We got Dragonite's waving goodbye, bitches. Woohoo!